Now, let's talk about Ansible because out of all the configuration management tools, we are focusing on Ansible because Ansible is one of the best tool which is available in this category. It's also simply known as the IT automation tool because it gives a wide scope for an IT team to manage to perform a different kind of automations. Ansible is something which is capable enough to manage both the servers and the software related configurations. And it's not only supporting Unix or Windows, it's supporting both the platform, Unix based, Windows based. The Mac OS is also coming up in the support here. And Ansible is first launched into the market in around 2012. That was something when the Ansible was launched there, but it was not that much popular till in 2015 Red Hat acquired it. After that, Red Hat, under the Red Hat, it's getting released, it's getting rolled out. And now since IBM have acquired the Red Hat, so it's coming up under the shell over there for IBM. But ultimately, IBM is the parent company, but still this tool is being rolled out under the banner of Red Hat. The official certificates are also coming up from the Red Hat there. Ansible not only being used as a provisioning tool or the server configuration tool, it's also now being used as a continuous deployment tool. If you really wanted to do the deploys to the virtual machine, so Ansible is the primary tool which people are looking forward. Not only for the Unix, but Windows-based platform also. This tool is blessing because using this one you can deploy to multiple machines, multiple servers. And nowadays it's not old school that you will be having only one application server or two application servers. Nowadays we have a huge amount of application servers which is available there. So definitely there is a particular importance, or there is a particular thing that we are considering that these tools are really going to help us all together in this. So this is also known as a server configuration, provisioning tool, software configuration management, and ultimately continuous deployment tool also. Now, what are the different features of Ansible which makes it totally unique from the other configuration management tools? First of all, it's open source in nature. Now, there are a lot of tools which comes up in the open source nature, but why exactly this is special? This is special because it doesn't mean that since it's coming in open source tools, so we have any kind of limitations. There is no restrictions, there is no limitations. We are getting the complete package, the complete software as open source over here in this. It's also known as the agentless configuration management tool. So there is no requirement of the agent over here. So no agent is required because in the couple of slides back we talked about the architecture of a configuration management tool. So there we had the requirement for the agent. The agent is a problem because if the agent goes down, so usually the configuration management tool also gets disconnected from that node machine. So to remove that, to get removed, eliminating on that part here, so they are saying that we are not going to depend on these agents. We are going to work it off without the agent. Also, it's a Python and YAML based tool. Python is the underlying technology on which this Ansible tool is designed. So keeping in mind that, you would see like Ansible is quite fast in that case. And also it's a YAML based, which means like whatever the scripts you are creating, that will be developed in the YAML format same. Also, Ansible is quite flexible and it can handle any number of environments, any number of servers. There is no limitations that you're using an open source version, so you can handle only 10 servers, 20 servers, or 30 servers. It's an open end, so you can manage as many environments, as many servers there. You have both the ready-made modules and customized modules which you can maintain. There are huge inventory of ready-made modules, which means after that you don't have to do the customized modules. But again, still, if there is a requirement, you can get it done there. But there is a huge inventory of ready-made modules. Almost everything can be done with those modules there. So using these Ansible tools, you can have an automatic rollback. You can have a rollout performed there. You can have automatic rollback also. It's very simple and human readable. The learning curve is very low because you're not going to learn any kind of programming language over here. You're going to stick to a very basic YAML formats, YAML scripts, which is very easy to understand as compared to any Ruby or those typical programming languages here. So that's one of the best feature about this Ansible, that you don't have to go along to those kind of codes and go through the typical programming concepts there. So that's the main benefit. And the best part about Ansible is that it's having one of the best documentation. Almost every module which you have on the documentation, you can use it without any issues. You can just go with the examples. Even if you're new to Ansible, it's going to be very easy for you to get the help from this documentation page there. Now, as far as the Ansible is considered, it's going to take care of a lot of activities. First, it takes care of the configuration of servers. If you have a bare metal servers or virtual machines available there, so on top of that, it can help you to configure the virtual machines. Application deployments after the DevOps, Ansible is something which is going to be used a lot for the application deployment. Earlier, it was only confined to the server configurations there, but after the DevOps world, it started being used as a software configuration also. It's helpful to have the continuous testing for already installed application. So if you want to run some test cases remotely on some machine, so that's also like something we can do with the help of the Ansible. It helps us to provision the infrastructure. There are a lot of cloud tools which is available, using which to the private cloud and a private or public clouds. These scripts can actually handle or can create or can provision or deprovision the infrastructure components. Also, this is known as the orchestration tools and provides you a generic mechanism of approaching or implementing automation there. So if you're going forward with the generic automation, so Ansible is a tool which is available for that case.